Peanut butter. It's a pantry staple in most homes, beloved by kids and adults alike. But what does science actually say about this creamy or crunchy favorite? Is it the protein powerhouse we think it is? Or could daily consumption be causing hidden health issues? Today I'm diving deep into the research to reveal what actually happens in your body when you eat peanut butter. And some of these findings might surprise you. Let's start with what makes peanut butter nutritionally interesting. 2 tablespoons contain about 8 grams of protein, which is roughly equivalent to 1 ounce of meat. But here's what most people don't realize. Peanuts aren't actually nuts at all. They're legumes, more closely related to beans and peas than tree nuts. This classification matters because the protein profile is different from true nuts. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition shows that peanut protein contains all essential amino acids, but it's lower in lysine compared to animal proteins, which affects its biological value for muscle synthesis. The fat content in peanut butter is where things get really interesting from a metabolic perspective. About 50% of peanut butter's calories come from fat, primarily monounsaturated oleic acid, the same heart-healthy fat found in olive oil. A landmark study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed over 120,000 participants for 30 years and found that regular nut and peanut consumption was associated with a 20% reduction in coronary heart disease risk. The researchers attributed this to the favorable fat profile and the presence of compounds like resveratrol and niacin that support cardiovascular health. The satiety effects of peanut butter are backed by solid research. A study in the British Journal of Nutrition found that the combination of protein, fat, and fiber in peanuts triggers the release of hormones like peptide YY and GLP-1, which signal fullness to your brain. For busy moms who struggle with afternoon energy crashes and snack cravings, this sustained satiety can be particularly valuable. The research shows that people who eat peanut butter tend to feel satisfied for 2 to 3 hours longer than those eating high-carbohydrate snacks. But here's where the science gets concerning, and this is information most people never hear about. Peanuts are susceptible to aflatoxin contamination, which are toxic compounds produced by mold that can grow on peanuts during storage. The FDA monitors aflatoxin levels in peanut products, but research in food and chemical toxicology shows that even low-level chronic exposure may have cumulative health effects. Aflatoxins are classified as Group 1 carcinogens by the International Agency for Research on Cancer, and they can also stress liver function over time. The processing methods used in commercial peanut butter production create additional concerns that most families are unaware of. Many conventional peanut butters contain hydrogenated oils to prevent separation, and research in the New England Journal of Medicine has definitively linked trans fats from hydrogenated oils to increased cardiovascular disease risk. Even small amounts of trans fats can disrupt cellular membrane function and promote inflammation throughout the body. The added sugar content in many commercial peanut butters is another hidden issue. Brands like Jif and Skippy contain 2 to 3 grams of added sugar per serving, which might seem minimal, but adds up quickly, especially for children who might eat multiple servings daily. Research in Pediatrics Journal shows that these added sugars can contribute to blood sugar instability and may influence taste preferences, making children crave sweeter foods over time. The blood sugar impact of peanut butter is more complex than most people realize. While peanut butter has a low glycemic index when eaten alone, research in diabetes care shows that it can actually blunt the blood sugar response when eaten with higher glycemic foods like bread or crackers. This is due to the fat and protein content slowing carbohydrate absorption. For overwhelmed moms dealing with energy fluctuations, this blood sugar stabilizing effect can be beneficial when used strategically. The mineral content of peanut butter provides some impressive nutritional benefits that often go unrecognized. 2 tablespoons provide significant amounts of niacin, which supports brain function and energy metabolism, magnesium for muscle and nerve function, and vitamin E as an antioxidant. Research in the American Journal of Epidemiology found that the niacin content in peanuts may help protect against cognitive decline and support mental clarity, something particularly relevant for brain-fogged moms. However, the anti-nutrient content in peanuts presents some challenges for optimal nutrition. Peanuts contain phytic acid and lectins, which can interfere with mineral absorption and may cause digestive issues in sensitive individuals. Unlike tree nuts, Peanuts also contain higher levels of omega-6 fatty acids, which can promote inflammation when consumed in excess relative to omega-3 fatty acids. For families already consuming high amounts of processed foods, this omega-6 load could contribute to systemic inflammation. The allergy potential of peanuts cannot be ignored, as peanut allergies affect about 1% of the population and can be severe. But what's particularly concerning is emerging research in clinical and experimental allergy, suggesting that early and frequent exposure to processed peanut products might increase allergy risk compared to exposure to less processed forms. The roasting and processing methods may alter protein structures in ways that make them more allergenic. Based on the comprehensive research, here's what science tells us about peanut butter consumption. Natural, minimally processed peanut butter without added oils or sugars can be part of a healthy diet when consumed in moderation. About 2 tablespoons 3 to 4 times per week appears to provide benefits without significant risks for most people. The key is choosing organic varieties when possible to minimize aflatoxin exposure, avoiding products with hydrogenated oils, and balancing peanut consumption with other protein sources to ensure amino acid completeness. For families, the most important consideration is reading labels carefully. Look for peanut butters with only 1 or 2 ingredients, peanuts, and possibly salt. Avoid products with added sugars, oils, or preservatives. If you're concerned about aflatoxins, consider rotating between different nut and seed butters to minimize exposure to any single potential contaminant. If you're looking for more science-backed nutrition guidance that actually fits into busy family life, grab my free Revive and Thrive, Empowering Overwhelmed Moms with Holistic Mindful Moments guide. It includes gentle wellness practices that support your family's health without adding stress to your routine. The link is in the description below, and it's specifically designed for moms who want to make informed food choices without overwhelming complexity. This information is for educational purposes only and is not intended to replace professional medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider if you have concerns about food allergies or dietary changes, especially for children with known sensitivities.